Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with another video, trying to make sure you guys get as much of a introduction to Pensole Lewis College of Business and Design as possible because there's so much to explain, and it's really exciting. It's really exciting. Now, for the people out there that don't know, Pensole used to be in Portland. They have gotten the rights to an HBCU. They reopened a historically black college in Detroit, which is incredible. But Pensole, which was traditionally sneaker design, Pensole is now participating in every aspect of design, not just sneakers. So you're talking furniture, apparel. It's across the board. It's really amazing. So this morning, notice that Pensole just introduced their Masterclass format. So if it's not clear, let me explain something. Right now, Pensole is being hosted on the campus of CCS, which is a design school in Detroit. CCS is allowing Pensole to utilize their facilities to offer master classes. The master classes at Pensole are self-contained units of instruction in conjunction and in partnership with brands. So when you go to the Pensole website, now I've clicked this and I've opened it up. I'll click it so you can see what it looks like. I'll read this first, where right here to my side it says, Pensole Lewis College is proud to announce our inaugural masterclass with Carhartt. Now, we know that Carhartt is workwear, but it's crossed over heavily into fashion. And with the collabs that they're doing, it's just incredible work coming out of Carhartt. I'm not wearing Carhartt. It looks like I am because I'm wearing the colors, and I should probably take this hat off. But the masterclass is sponsored with Carhartt. So this is an opportunity for the person, you out there who's interested in going to a design school. This is a chance for you to actually work directly with people who are already in the industry and people who are with the brand in a Pensole masterclass. And the masterclass are compressed units of instruction. So let me explain it like this. So we clicked on Pensole, we get to open the page up, and you can go in. I'll put the link to Pensole down here in the description. You can go in and read about every aspect of what Pensole will be doing over the next year and a half as they ramp up to become a full-blown program of study in design. But I'll stick with simply going with the experience of signing up for the masterclass. Now, the application date, February 7th through March 6th. Class date, May 2nd through June 3rd. And some of you are saying, well, it's a masterclass. Why is it such a short amount of time? It's a 5-week window, four to 5 week window. Well, I was in the military, right? And I worked on F-14's aircraft electrician, aviation electrician's mate. Our school was 6 months long. After those 6 months, actually, it was 9 months long. Yeah, so no, it was 6 months long. So we went to school every day from basically 7 in the morning all the way to like 4 or 5 in the evening. It was like 10 to 12 hour days of school every day. There was no interruption. It was not like college where you get an hour and a half class here, hour and a half class here. Pensole is basically set up like a military A school. They are giving you a really intensive learning experience, and then they're going to combine it in the same way that after my A school was finished in the military, I had to do OJT, PJT, which was at VF 124. VF 124 was at NAS Miramar. Now, Miramar is now a Marine base, but VF 124 allowed me to do on-the-job training and practical training, right? So I actually got to, even in A school, I was able to work on a jet. But in OJT, PJT, I was working on the actual jet that was flying sorties and short missions from San Diego. So I actually got to work on this stuff. What Pensole is setting up is a situation where you are going to be deeply embedded in Carhartt. So this masterclass for Carhartt is in conjunction with Carhartt, and it's paid for by Carhartt. You're not paying for anything if you get admitted into this masterclass. So how do you get in? And you're going to have to read through and go through the process of not figuring out, but learning how to get admitted into Pensole, the college as well. But right now, like I said, they're hosted on the CCS campus, and as they grow and move into their own building, you'll get a bigger, broader spectrum of a course of study versus a masterclass. So the masterclass is simply a self-contained, exactly what it sounds like, masterclass with Carhartt, sponsored by Carhartt. So let's look down here and we click on apply now, and we get the page as it opens up. Pensole Lewis College. It's the pipeline HBCU for career education and professional development in the design industry. And like I said, it's not just sneakers anymore. It's not just sneakers. Please remember that. The companies who are behind the Pensole HBCU, Target, Carhartt, it's just a crazy number of people. Now, it's important that this HBCU comes into being, because if you look over here right underneath me, you see this number, 4.8%. African Americans in all design industries are at 4.8%. Now, someone's saying, well, they got tons of colleges out there for people to go and you can become. In the black community, and I'm going to digress a little bit. In the black community, I'm a first generation college student. Most of us who are finishing up schools, even in the last 20 years, because I graduated in 2004, we're first generation. Our parents didn't go to school. There was the learning curve for black people enrolling in college. If you go to the Brookings Institute and you look at the research, black people graduate college with more debt than any other race. We don't necessarily understand or know the process of, and I know somebody's out there like, you can learn it, it's easy. It's not, man. Enrolling in college is difficult. Staying in college and finishing, extremely difficult. And I'm not saying it's easier for white people or Asian people. I'm saying for black people, man, it's just a completely different freaking struggle. Man, it's hard. I mean, and I went to San Diego State, and I went to San Diego City first, and we would have a lot of black people in our freshman class. And by sophomore year, man, everybody was gone. Everybody was gone. And I'm pausing, and I hate to do that, but I don't, the gravity of what I'm saying does not connect with people. And everybody's like, well, we need to have a historically white college. All colleges are white colleges, fam. Black people we need assistance. And I'm not embarrassed to say that. That doesn't mean I want a handout. That means I need a leg up. And this is why I say it. You go to the Brookings Institute. I'm using the Brookings as a measuring stick because that is serious research. It explains it in detail that when black people go to college and we become elevated, and this happens in my own life, we carry the burden of the entire family in our education. When I was in a creative writing program, I had a professor tell me one time, and I know y'all were like, dude, you're getting off topic, man, but y'all need to listen to this. I wrote a story, and I said I have to be careful what I say because when I speak, I'm speaking for black people. And he said, no, you're a writer, you speak for yourself, and you write what you want. And I told him, and this was my favorite professor, I said, I can't do that. I can't simply create without understanding the burden that I carry. Because if I do so, people will use it against us. And he just looked at me and he was defeated and he felt sorry for me. And I said, it's nothing to feel bad about. I'm cool with that. I'm okay. I'll carry that. What I didn't realize is when I graduated from college, as I become more successful through a lot of hard work and opportunities that I created on my own, I never really had people to assist me along the way in a lot of different things. When the family needs to borrow money, they come to me and I give it. And at some point, when friends have to borrow money, they come to me. When black people get degrees, we aren't even able to amass wealth because the rest of the family who has not moved out from and this is not saying all black people are impoverished, man. I'm using generalizations. Please don't be stupid on this video or leave comments that don't make sense. I'm explaining to you the extreme importance of Pensole creating a design college. Black people do not go to school to grasp and take part in the discovery of knowledge in the same way that other cultures are able to. When we go to college, we go because we need to get a damn job. That's why we're going to school. It's not to make the network connections. We go to get a degree where we can get a job. And in most instances, when we do go to school, if it's not strictly to get a job, we do something in the social field. You don't get very many black people who go into design and into the arts because we don't see the path of how that's going to make us able to afford the life that we want. That's why Pensole is extremely important, because there aren't that many. I don't think there are any HBCUs that have design. Now, I'd have to look that up to make sure, but I'm almost positive. And that means that we have to go to schools that are like Savannah. And in that instance, we can't afford it, man. My son's in school right now. I'm not in the same boat. I keep repeating that. And once again, I'm the exception. People like me are the exceptions. We're not the rule. It just doesn't work that way for us. We have to fight. My son's in school. He got an academic scholarship, but they didn't cover room and board. We have to pay $43,000 a year for him to be in school. He will not graduate debt-free, and that's my burden as his father. He's a freshman. There's not a lot of black people, man, that can just pay that and remove that burden from the next generation. It just doesn't happen. And here is Pensole, back to Pensole. I know somebody's like, man, you a rat. Sorry, man. Pensole is so important because they may not be able to take everybody, but you do not have to pay for the Pensole classes. If you get admitted into the school when it's a full-fledged school, not just a Masterclass, it's free. Pensole is going to change the way we look at education. Man, I sound like, but this Masterclass is open. And when you sit down and you view the application, this is what it looks like, and you can apply now. And I'm not sure how many people who will be accepted. I can go ahead and write and ask questions, but it's got an assessment test here and an area of focus design. There's a lot of information that you have to answer and look at. And there's 2 forms, and these have to be completed. Now, when you click apply now, then it's going to open up a different window. And I'm not a student, so I'm not going to sit and enroll and do all of that. But what I wanted to do is do this video to stress the importance. And those of you who are watching the video who are white, for God's sake, please don't get offended that black people get an opportunity. Don't do that. There's no reason to. There's enough opportunity out there for everyone. Use the research, look up how many people are in positions at certain companies, and recognize that we simply haven't had the opportunity to get those jobs, to be trained for those jobs. This is just an opportunity for us to be better. Stop getting upset about that. It's nothing to get upset about. Big shout out to Pensole Lewis College. I just had to do this video. Hopefully it's taken in the correct way. Take the time to go look up Pensole and learn as much as you can about it, because it's really amazing. I got the light coming in if you're trying to figure out why there's lights going across my face. My blinds are open in my office. That's it. Shout out Pensole, shout out Carhartt for offering this masterclass, and I hope you guys get to take advantage of it. Any questions you have, I'll try to answer them, and you can leave the questions in the comments, and I'll forward them to the PR people over at Pensole Lewis College, and I'll try to answer them for you guys. So that's it. Long video. I apologize for the length, but this is just an incredible opportunity, man, and I had to bring it up and share it with you all. See you guys on the next one. Peace.